Power moves only, we don't post for free. Tapped in deep, post squad with me. Mob don't sleep, we just raid and eat. Respect ain't talk, it's how we lead. Power moves only, I don't play to please, I play to win, and the code agrees. No middle hands, no empty trends. MOBFI rise, we don't just pretend. Started on the feed, ghost in the crowd. Scrolling through noise, but I think out loud. Tap my first job, thought this kinda clean. Then I watched a tweet turn to green on screen. Didn't need luck, I needed a lane. Didn't need hype, I needed a chain. Power not borrowed, it's earned, not bought. Every move coded in the lessons I caught. I paid that Rias, be it I level silence. No shortcuts, just memes and defiance. Now I'm at the top of the jobs list daily. Mobs in sync and the timeline's wavy.
Oh yes, happy Monday.
Yo.
How are you? And it is a happy. We're gonna get into it. It's I know it's crazy weekend, but maybe happy Monday now. But yes, hey bro.
Crazy.
And I know we're talking about,
you're going to downplay it. Crazy, dude. Crazy doesn't even describe this weekend, bro. Come on, look at this. Oh my gosh,
just popping out everywhere, huh, bro?
I almost did makeup for the show, like black eyes and put scars all over me. Dude, it's brutal.
It is. Well, that just shows your trenches. That trenches scars, man. That's good. It makes you tougher. But bro, and I don't mean to be all talking business and stuff like that. I know you're doing abstract now. Yeah, congratulations.
It's my first night.
Did you stream it?
We're double streaming. Yeah, you are streaming. The Web3 Wise guys is streaming.
Right.
Sniper's streaming too. So
right, but I'm just saying you hit the button and you hit the thing.
Yeah,
right?
we're good. We're streaming.
Okay, good. I got you. Awesome, bro. Excellent. But yes, welcome, Sniper. Welcome, everybody, on this Monster Monday. Yeah, we got to check the map. Let me jump over to the map and see. Oh, all over. Right, Texas. Way to go, Texas. And we got good news for Texas. Texas is doing things. Coming in from the south. Love it. GMs. All over the world. Let me check in myself. Got to get my GMs. It's a good looking map. All right. Let's see. All right, everybody. Oh, there's the connectivity. There we go. Let me put some background music too, so we get it going.
So you said it was a crazy weekend.
Yeah.
When we have crazy weekends, some chains get shooken up a little bit more than others.
They do.
I see 70% drop over on abstract chain. 70% drops. Like breathtaking. Like, oh my God, is it over? Like, but you know what? You know what Sniper did?
You got the top.
No, I stayed. I held. I didn't sell a dime.
All right.
I bought the dip.
There you go.
I stacked more.
Stack more. And you got it. You picked up the bottom. And that just puts you at a new level, right? There you go. That's great.
You just bettered your position. It was a conviction play anyway. And I just doubled up on my convictions. So there was a lot of people that stabled out. I'm sure there was a lot of people that bettered their position. I'm sure there was a lot of people that did not expect to turn around that abstract scene today.
Right.
It's back. Full swing. So I'm sure a lot of people lost their positions too. So
well, it is. That's what I'm saying. It got pretty hairy, and when you start talking about the World War III and things like that, kind of crazy, man. And I mean, like I said, we're gonna jump right into it now because it is good news so far, right? We'll see. And plus, it's just words, right? But let's go through the chat first. Here we go. We got the chat. Waiting for the wise guys. Wisdom. I'm here and learning in learning mode. Right on, Susie Q. We got some things. We got some things to go through. But thank you for joining us. There's my man, Apex. Yo, what up, man? Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Appreciate you joining us, Apex. Happy Monstrous Monday. And there they are. The whole gang. All monsters. Monsters and some aliens, I see, Jason. But good to see you, brother. Thanks for joining us and hanging out. And Apex. Oh, there he goes. Abstract Party Penguins, man. Abstract Party Penguins. That's what he's got. Love it, man. Sup, boys? Happy Monster Monday to all. You too, Comfy. Good to see you, brother. Thank you, my man. Good to see you. But yes, let me get into this. Like I said, this was just breaking news, probably about 30, 40 minutes ago. But first, yes. Look, did you see how low it got? Did you see this? I got to refresh. I don't know if this is refreshed. But this was just today. Then when I refresh, I don't know. Maybe people heard the news already. I don't know. Yeah. But let's see. We are still at 37. There you go. And it is down bad. If you look down here, we probably, yes, we are in fear. So that's understandable with some things and all that. But the big news, let me put on some background too before we just sitting there. There we go. All right. Breaking news, Sniper, right here. This is DJT, and this is on Truth Social because that's his thing, right? You know, him and Elon are still having little stats, yeah. Mm-hmm. But our president Donald Trump says, "Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions." And that's understandable. You got military stuff going on out there. You don't just turn it off, yeah. But for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended, yeah. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful, and the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will. It would. I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. He wants to name it. This is a war that could have gone on for years. Yes, they could. They're crazy, right? Anything like that, look at the Ukraine thing. That's been going on for years. And destroyed the entire Middle East. But it didn't and never will. God bless Israel. God bless Iran. God bless the Middle East. God bless the United States of America. And God bless the world. There you go.
You remember when you were younger, right? And you'd be fighting with one of your siblings, like your brother or sister. You'd be wrestling and just breaking stuff in the house, and Daddy'd walk in with a belt.
Yeah.
Give you both a good whoop. I feel like that's what happened here. Like,
it is.
Daddy walked in with a belt, swung the belt around, and was like, "Okay, we're done."
I'm going
to my room.
It's kind of crazy. And that's what I'm saying. I was talking to people around here in my house and things like that, and out there at church and stuff like that. But it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. I've seen other things where, they do shock and awe. This was a little different, right? These are they never saw these planes, right? They never saw these planes, and they drop in, those are ridiculous size bomb, 32,000 pounders, right? But anyways, that's good. And they even Iran, they retaliated today, but even all those missiles got knocked down. And yeah, that's like you said, right? But that's how I guess all this stuff hopefully will stick, right? And people kind of come to their senses. And there is no war. We don't want any of that stuff. And we get back to the crypto.
The day actually started pretty crazy. I don't know if you got this story or not. You asked me before the show if I had anything, and this slipped my mind. So yeah. I've got it down there on the screen if you want to load it.
Yeah.
There was a special guest that rang the bell today to start us off at the New York Stock Exchange. A freaking pudgy penguin rang the bell today.
Wow, that's
like how crazy is that?
That is crazy.
That in the short time frame, you got a pudgy penguin up there ringing the bell to start the New York Stock Exchange today. So
congratulations to the pudgy penguins.
Look at him right there.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
It's funny.
Yep.
So everybody was speculating because Luca had kind of leaked this over the week, like something was happening with VanEck, and I still think there's something huge coming. Probably a Pingu ETF is coming. You don't do stuff with VanEck without something like this coming.
Right.
But everybody thought like they were just on pins and needles. Like, what's fixing to happen today? What's fixing to happen today? And dude, I wouldn't let down at all. Like when I saw it, I was like, let's freaking go. Like an NFT ringing the freaking bell.
Yeah.
Like, let's go. So I think we're back.
That's very bullish. And NFTs as well, right? That's what you're talking about. I mean, you're getting down the rabbit hole with crypto. we're into NFTs ringing the bell, right? Meme coins by a president that just won the election, and yes, now we're back to with Bitcoin, the bull run. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. But that is, I didn't know that. I didn't see that on there. That's crazy. all kinds of monsters. But like that's what I'm saying. I wanted to start off this because this is breaking news. That's breaking news. This is exactly, this is great news because I was not very happy, at first, right? I didn't want to get into any of this kind of stuff anymore because a lot of it's not of our business. But it's neither here nor there. But I was going to talk about this, right? But that just happened before we got on, so I'm just following up with again what happened, right? So they did do a complete and total ceasefire. This is AP News. I mean, this is not just Trump tweeting this stuff. You're hearing from both countries, and this is what I was telling you too. The Qatar responds. There was attack, 19 missiles, right? Only one impacted the facility, right? All other missiles were shot out of the sky. So that's what I'm saying. You see that kind of stuff where, you got planes in the air for 20 hours, right? And then no one even knows they're in the air. And then you got stuff like this where you knock down everybody's missiles. It's a good, good show for us, and we'll see. But this is, I know I'm going backwards, but this is what happened. This is what's going on. But that was the other thing. You start seeing them respond. They could have got way out of hand. Great things, at least. Hopefully, there was some back channels, everybody talking, bringing all the temperature down. Sniper. And that is what happened, right? Because this is what I brought, like I said, I wanted to go through this because, like a lot of us, we do know this, right? But Bitcoin is for times like that kind of stuff, man. Because you don't realize you have no control of anything. And look, it's not like I'm saying we have control of this either, too. But we do have custody. We do have ledgers. We do, if we needed to leave the country, we could take our ledger with us. You can't do that when all kinds of, craziness breaks out. Yes, you can't. And I'm just going to, show you some examples of what I'm talking about. Number one, and I know you can't really see that map, but that's why I'll go to this map, right? Just picture this. Oh, look, the people checking in still. But like zooming out, right? Picture this as all of the nodes on the Bitcoin blockchain, right? Let me just center. Oh, no, back there. Right? But these are nodes all on the Bitcoin blockchain. And, you are decentralized, right? Unlike a bank, if you had your money in there, no one can knock out all of the Bitcoin network. And that's what I'm saying. You can look out over here. You got just nodes. Again, this is ours with connectivity. But you can think of it, like I said, as Bitcoin and people mining and securing the system and everything like that. All kinds of servers all over the world. A decentralized computer. That's what we love about this. This is this technology. But that's what happens. Like you go to a war with some country over here, right? And all of their banks right there, they're closed. They're gone, right? Your money just completely inflated or just disappeared, right? And it does happen because that's what I'm going to jump ahead to here. Is this happened with Ukraine, right? This is $1 US to 41 whatever. That's as of now what their money is, the Ukraine money. Okay, but if you look right here, this is where it started, the war with Russia. And again, I know Russia started it, right? But you can see how manipulative, whatever. But it went from that all the way up to 36. So $1 got you 29, got you 36, right? Their money was inflating. There's no way to control it, right? And that's what I mean, right? That's the difference of why things like Bitcoin and this stuff is so very important. Where do I go? Here we go. But because it's borderless. There's no control, right? That's what we love about this stuff. Is there is no central place that can say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. You can't get your Bitcoin." That does not happen, right? I can take my Bitcoin and go anywhere. I can go over any border. It's not like I got $1 million of gold and now I'm arrested and thrown into some airport jail because I'm carrying around $1 million of gold, right? Another thing we love is limited supply. Again, I know I'm talking to the choir and everything. We all know this, but that is why this is going to go the way it's going to go. This is why we're like Sniper talked about, just the conviction he had with abstract. We have the conviction of why we're here because of all of this, right? Because of there is a limited supply of Bitcoin, because it is all transparent, because you can't double spend it. There's all kinds of cool technology with it. And this is talking about the resilience, right? What happened over this weekend, I mean, I know the markets were closed, so that's good for Wall Street. But it went down 5%. I was kind of shocked, man. Right? I don't know about you, but I was expecting a little more volatility, and it didn't, right?
Yeah, I was very surprised on the big token side that we didn't have a bigger dip than what we did.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was vomiting because the meme coin dump was very volatile and very sickening. So,
but now we're back, right? Isn't it crazy though?
It is crazy.
But that's what it is. I mean, you have some of these other ones much more speculative, right? The market cap's not in the trillions like Bitcoin. Yeah. So absolutely, people get freaked out and running for the hills. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hold on, we got this here. Thank you, bro. Like and subscribe. Yes, smash the like button. Help us with the channel. It spreads around when you like and subscribe. Helps the algorithm. Thank you, bro. And got lots to catch up. Hear lots of stuff going on over the weekend. Hit me with the wise guys that we will night out. We getting into it. But thank you for joining us. And DK, happy Mondays. Happy Monday to you, DK. Thank you for joining us. The nodes are on. Yes, the nodes are on Flutter. They could be. I don't know. That would be the map that is on the digital. Tim, thank you, brother. Good to see you. But yes, look, this is just other ones that I was showing you kind of what happened to the dollar, right? Bitcoin was a little volatile, but in all of this, right, Bitcoin continues to go up and to the right. There's no stopping it, right? As of right now, this just goes up and to the right. It's a beautiful thing. And probability, move your wealth instantly. That's what I'm telling you. Memorize your wealth. Store your well, again, I'm not going to, but that's what I'm saying, right? It's not like I got to go to a bank account, right? I have it as long as it's in my head or I have it written down in a place. It can go with me anywhere in the world. No controls, right? You can bypass anything. A lot of these people, I've been to the airport many times. They don't even know what that thing is sometimes. They don't even know what that ledger is. Access anywhere. Yes, anywhere, right? You have all your funds or some of it, right? Maybe you got them left some ledgers at home. I don't know. And again, we're going to get into this because this is what's going on now, right? I feel bad again for the retail. Retail is going to get priced out because this is going to just start, exponentially going bonkers right here, bro. MicroStrategy is teaching not only companies, he's teaching countries. BlackRock scooping it all up, and then here you go, and it's more than 40 plus. We went over like 200, right? Public companies starting to get in and do this here. So you got to educate yourself. Don't sit there and just wait for it to go up to 200,000, and then now you're going to go FOMOing in, right? Educate yourself now so you actually know what all this is over here, right? Tell your friends to do that. They need to, right? You can play all the games you want, whatever. This is all real. If you can't see all the governments, all the companies, everything rotating over here, that's on you. That's a problem. Start small, yes. Right? I seen somebody, man, and I don't know what he's doing. I think it was only like $40 a week. That's what he was doing. But he was doing it way back in like 2014. Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's well over several $1 million, man. Right. And if you look at that, that's like a meal, right? That's going out to eat once a week. Yeah. And that's all that dude did. He every week just kept buying little pieces of Bitcoin. And now he has,
DCA.
That's right. Right. Just look again. It's going up, and it continues to go up every year. Might as well just put your money there. Yeah. Yep. Good evening, Janet. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us, Janet. But secure storage. There's many ways to store it, and yes, it is secure as long as you are, aware. Right, you keep everything in a safe space, right? Safe from fires, safe from crazy people. And then regular practice, routinely send and receive. You should, right? I know we hate it because just update Ledger sometimes, Sniper. And I'm glad that slowed down a little bit, didn't it? Right? Am I crazy?
Oh, I actually was thinking about that today. I haven't plugged mine up for quite a while, so I'm not kidding. That thought crossed my mind today. I was like, huh, I need to plug my Ledger up and make sure it's up to date, because that would suck to need it and go to use it. And like, I think you've had that experience before, and it's like,
I did.
Wouldn't work.
Yes, it was crazy, right? So yes, just saying. I know. Again, we all know this, but anybody new to watch this, this is important, and it's why we're so locked in over here, right? We, for the first time in the history of our world, we get to control our own assets, right? And we don't need other people's permissions to do so. And as we start, we've been learning here for a while. There's a lot of things that you can do with that. Even Sniper and I were talking about something before he got on, but he doesn't want to share yet. But that's understandable, because he's still going to, test it out, make sure he's got some, confidence in it, right? But there's a lot of things you can do with that. Yes. And, that's what usually banks have been doing. And, now we can do that stuff. Floor, good evening, guys. Good to see you, Floor. Thanks for joining us. And on to more news. Here we go. Corporations stack Bitcoin reserves despite geopolitical uncertainty. While this was going on, Sniper, right? While this was happening, this is what's going on. So Japan's Metaplanet leading the charge, acquiring 1,111 Bitcoin, bringing its total to 11,1111. There you go, or 111. Nearing Tesla, right? They're almost catching up to Tesla. You got other things like Strategy added another 245. That's kind of low for them, but they got 592,000 Bitcoin. And that's over $64 billion, right? That's crazy that's going to be one of the richest companies in the world, right? And all he's doing is a flywheel. All he's doing is borrowing money and buying Bitcoin. Good for you, guy. Good for you. Because we're going to get.
I think the days of playing the market with Bitcoin are over, because you got all these institutions that are buying it up. So if you try to sell the news now, like you may actually lose your position, or have to buy back in at a worse position, because like these institutions aren't slowing down. They don't care. They're just going to buy it up, So you have to be careful.
That's a great point, Sniper. It really is, because like when we're selling it, these ones are just eating it up all day, right? And that's what we were even just saying, had this crazy stuff like a war, could be World War III, right? Potentially, and these jokers were still just eating it up. That should tell you something. So, and then you got this, Sniper. Texas, they just passed it, bro. Could potentially invest up to $2.1 billion in Bitcoin if it allocates 10% of its treasury. Yes.
Wow.
Crazy, right? And this is, like I said, Texas Governor Abbott signed the Bitcoin reserve bill, right, on the 21st, just a couple days ago, right? So Texas, full on Bitcoin reserve. They're going to start stacking the state of Texas. I'm sure you like that, Scott. Good to see you, Scott, wherever you're at. But yes, 2.2 billion, man. There you go. I mean, the other thing too, I think I got it here, is Arizona. They failed, and Fomohead, you need to talk to your governor, because they're failing.
That's not good.
Yes, it passed everything, but I believe the governor did not sign it, but I don't know. Crazy though, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like you said, corporations, states, nations, and it's just going on and on and on, right? It doesn't look like it's for real retail anymore, right? This is full on Bitcoin bullish news. And then look at this: Bitcoin, Ethereum funds pulled in 1.2 billion amid the global tensions all of that week, right? When everybody was feared.
It's crazy. I think Saturday there was $1 billion liquidated from the market in one day alone. Like, and we sit here like, well, the markets wasn't really affected by it's because of what you just showed. It was getting bought up on the back end, So if all this had been 3 years ago, That $1 billion getting liquidated, dude, the market would have tanked. It's because you got these institutions and stuff buying it up on the back end. They just see it as opportunity. Like, oh my God, we were going to buy on Monday. Let's buy it today. You know, today's the day we need to buy. So,
right.
No,
Yep.
it's crazy. Absolutely.
It is. It's bonkers. Glad to be here. But yes, that's going along right what you said. Digital asset investment products recorded 1.24 billion in weekly inflows. And there it is. That's 10 consecutive weeks now, right? It's just going to keep gobbling it up, man. Bitcoin dominated. It was obviously more Bitcoin. 1.2 billion was Bitcoin, and then the rest was Ethereum. Yeah, but yeah, man. I'm they say we may see some minor panic outflows, right? But they were talking probably about this war, right? That could have escalated. That could have got bad, everybody. And that's what I'm saying. I'm so happy that just even that was announced now, because that is not. Yeah, it's not good, right? People, anytime you're starting to talk about nukes, it's not good. Not good. So, but yes, there we go. What was this? Oh, let me see. Like the gambling, Bitcoin price above 100,000 on. So yeah, look at that. They got them. They're always gambling over there. They got these things going on all the time. Exactly. And then look at this. When Lambo, Jaguar, Land Rover, a customizer. This is what he customizes those type of vehicles, right? And even refurbishes them, restorations and things like that. But they are doing the micro strategy, Sniper, right? They're doing it. Oh yeah, right? They raised $500 million to buy Bitcoin. So this is a car restoration, right? They make what, like Pimp My Car? Remember that MTV or something like that? Mm-hmm. Pimp My Ride or whatever it was. But yes, that's what they do. And it's a Florida-based car restoration company, which bills itself as the largest restorator of Land Rovers and Jaguars. They signed a $500 million equity facility with ECDA, Bitcoin Treasury LLC, according. And look, I know. Look, just looking this stuff up for you guys, right? So, an equity facility is a financial arrangement often used by private equity firms where investors commit to providing capital equity to fund, typically through a revolving credit line or capital call facility, right? This allows the fund to quickly access funds to make investments or cover expenses. So again, they're borrowing money, so they can buy $500 million of Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes up to $200,000, $300,000 a coin, this company is way, way, way more valuable. So it's crazy, man. There's going to be a lot. I want to do this, Sniper. Can we do this? Can we do an equity facility?
We probably already should have, like years ago. We've been doing this for what, 4 years?
Yes.
We should have taken a business loan out to start up the Web3 Wise guys.
That's right. That's true. That's right.
Just bought Bitcoin. Just bought Bitcoin.
We're a big Bitcoin holdings company. Yes. But that's what people are doing, and you are only going to see this much more, right? I don't know. There's only going to be a few companies that I don't know. I'm surprised that like we heard what Microsoft, we heard what Meta. There's a couple of them that just didn't want to do it, man. All of their shareholders said no. Don't know, Sniper. And then here's Anthony Pompliano's pro cap to go public in 1 billion Bitcoin. Anybody keeps hearing this the same thing over and over again? Everybody is doing this. Anybody that's heard and knows what Bitcoin is, they're starting their own treasury. Yes. So now companies again, states, and everybody is doing this. Yeah. Let me get this out of the way. So Anthony Pompliano's Bitcoin treasury company ProCap to go public in 1 billion SPAC deal. ProCap raised 550 million in preferred equity and secured 225 million in convertible notes. Again, they are just raising money and buying Bitcoin. That is amazing. It's a pretty easy business model, man. I mean, I think I can wrap my head around some of this stuff, Not too bad. And then hey, look, I'm going to spend a little time with this because this is interesting, and probably maybe some people haven't really been keeping track of this stuff. But the Lummis, she's the big Bitcoin senator, right, from Wyoming, and she's talking about this RISE Act, and she says it's timely and needed, but she is short on details. Yeah. The issue is with this AI stuff, everybody. So the bill seeks to protect AI developers from being sued in civil court of law so that physicians, attorneys, engineers, and other professionals can understand what the AI can and cannot do before relying on it. So the people who create and develop these AIs, they're going to be kind of out of the loop, right? They don't get to get sued. But say you are a doctor and you will start allowing this doctor to talk to your patients and it gives some crazy advice, like take this strychnine or something. Anyways, just messing, right? Not just joking. But if it gives bad medical information, right, the doctor gets sued, not the AI engineers.
That's the way it should be. Like I invented a laser over the weekend that does microscopic incisions, you know, that are smaller than your normal laser incision, which reduces scarring, right? I didn't really. I wish I did, but it reduces scarring, right? Well, if the doctor takes it and cuts your head off, why should I get sued for it? You know, it's like it was his bad. So, dude, I'm fully supportive of this. You know, just because you build something that goes out and scrapes data everywhere doesn't mean that you should be responsible for a doctor using it or a lawyer using it, you know, to write up documents and stuff. So, yeah, This is a no-brainer for me.
I get it, but I'm a little, you know, you everybody's got to pay attention to this stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's like what you're saying, like with two pharmacists, and we'll probably get banned even for me saying it, but for pharmaceutical companies, right, where they put out all kinds of stuff, and I don't think people realize it, but I mean, they can't get sued. I'm sure some people do realize that, but you cannot sue pharmaceutical company. Kind of crazy, right? But that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can't just make them a blanket, oh, you're protected, right?
I agree.
So that's all I'm saying, because you can make, because you know, there's always going to be, at least for a good while, a human in the loop, right? There's going to be a human in the loop. You should, anytime you start implementing this stuff, you don't just like I told you, I just learned through that N8N, I can automate things now and push out videos. Well, I put all my videos on unposted, right? So I got to make them go live, and that just like anything, you would want to see and make sure everything is good, everything is the way for your brand, for whatever your messaging is, stuff like that, right? Happy Sparkin, Mobtastic, Monster Monday, Web3 Wise Guys. Yeah. Good to see you, my crypto adventures. Appreciate you. Thanks for joining us.
That is a Monday mouthful.
Yes, mouthful. That's right. I love it. Good to see you, my crypto ventures. But yes, all I'm saying is keep an eye on this RISE Act of 2025, right? Be involved, right? This is important to you guys. It's important to me. This is a big industry that's spinning up and is going to be very powerful, right? Think of what it just said. These are going to start acting like doctors. They're going to start acting like lawyers. They're going to start being a representative of those type of industry, right? So this thing better be right, and it better get things, you know, I'm just saying, it can get a little squirrely. So it's important stuff. And, you know, I get it that they're trying to push things out, but you should take a little bit of time like this and also get it right. But who am I? So EU's right. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Hold on. Yes.
I get where you're coming from, but maybe there needs to be a balance of both, you know, because they can't just, I mean, there's got to be, I think like 75-80% on the doctors or that industry as a whole, you know, to vet this stuff before it goes to the doctors. Because, dude, I've been in the doctor's office and my doctor's pretty cool. You ask him a question about something, he's over there on the screen, you know. Yeah. Dude, he'll turn it and it's Google. And he's typing in all this stuff, and he's like, "Here's what Google says about it," you know. Like they're already using this stuff to help them come up with answers. So,
right.
But yeah.
Well, like you said, I play with a couple, and like I've been telling you, I've said it a couple times on here. This one is called Floweth, and it has a knowledge garden, right? And I'm the one that's training it in whatever this knowledge garden that I want it to be an expert in, right? So I can put the Library of Congress in something, and it does. It holds a lot of information. So maybe it'll be like you said, like something like that. As these doctors, they're training their model, you know, just in cardiology, right? Just in neurosurgery, whatever it is, right? So yes, I mean, of course, it's going to be a little bit, but I think you should have a little bit of both, right? You can't. If there's negligence, right? If they find negligence in either way, that's how I think it should be. If you're negligent, right, there you go. But anyways, I just don't like the, like I said, with pharmaceuticals, they got a blanket, coverage. So things like that, not a big fan of. But yes, I agree. I hear you, Sniper. And then here you go. This is saying history suggests Bitcoin taps 330. That's what we're talking about. 330. So that's 3x from here with Bitcoin, everybody. Not too bad. ETF odds, 90%. Well, I like that one because that we know what that means. You know what that means, Sniper? That means alt season, right? Mm-hmm. As soon as any of this ETFs, and that's what it's talking about. Crypto ETFs, meaning Solana, Doge, anything that's been filed, what is it, Ripple, XRP, things like that. Anything that's been filed, they're thinking it's a 90% odd that it is going to be approved. And then it's full on, crazy alt season, right? So in social media post on Friday, Safford said he and Balkunis have raised their odds, the vast majority of the crypto ETF. There you go, 90%. Very positive, very positive. I think it's very positive too. Look, Litecoin, Solana, XRP, Doge as commodities. Yeah.
So, I wonder if we see an alt season like we've seen in the past. I mean, we've been expecting it for like 2 years now, right? Like on the edge of our seats, just because they've been so powerful in the past. But I've been thinking lately, like there's so many people that's learned over the last couple of years of how much money you can make within the alts. So like the tokens on the ETH chain or the tokens on the abstract chain or the tokens on Solana chain versus just holding Solana, ETH, or the main token of that chain. So I'm curious, like when all season kicks in, if we're going to see the growth that we've seen in the past, or is it going to actually trickle over into a lot of these meme tokens? Is it just going to be a short little burst, is what I'm saying, and then we just instantly go into meme season,
right?
Where we've kind of feathered into alt season, then we feather back around to the meme. So I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting to watch it happen. For one, the reason I say that, I don't think it's going to be as powerful as what we've seen in the past.
Really?
We'll just have to wait and see.
Look at that. But then too, don't forget about NFTs, man. I mean, it'll rotate and be a little bonkers and goofy over there too. So just seeing a lot of different things. Some of the with these NFTs are at least building some utility and some other things into them as well. A lot of people are I don't know, man. I'm like I said, I think the AI stuff. I'm big. That's what I've been kind of digging into myself, is the physical AI stuff. These things that are out there mapping, right? This is like not just DePIN, not just the centralized physical infrastructure, but I'm talking about like they have robots now that are roaming around sidewalks, and it's mining. Like you can, and that's what I'm saying. I'll tell you. I won't tell you the company because I haven't researched it fully. But you can buy one of these little robots, right? And you can put him on the street, and he's just out there riding around and collecting data, and it's mining. So you're mining because you bought the little robot and you deployed them in the middle of some city or something like that, and it's a way to kind of mine this token, right? But that's what I'm saying. I think we're going to see a lot of that kind of stuff, not just with some little robot roaming the streets, but more physical, real AI androids, right? And I'm looking for that kind of stuff, bro. Because that one I just mentioned, that was only I think it was like a 12 million market cap, bro. And that's what I'm saying there. But they really have some substantial things built out, right? Supposedly, yeah. So just saying, this is Binance, and I don't know, maybe not many of us use Binance, but they're pleased to announce that Carve has been featured on Binance Alpha. Eligible users can claim an airdrop of 250 Carve tokens on the Alpha events page within 24 hours once trading begins by using Binance Alpha points. So yes, they've been farming over there. The Binance Alpha airdrop will be distributed in 2 phases. Phase 1, first 18 hours, users with at least 247 Binance Alpha points can claim the airdrop. Phase 2, last 6 hours, users with at least 98 Binance Alpha points can participate in the second phase. Note that the claiming the airdrop will consume 15 Binance Alpha points. Okay, so it takes points, so you can get some of that drop. Users must confirm their claims on the Alpha events page within 24 hours. This all just is today. So you're in there, and I don't think too many people are, but if you are, you can, because not everybody lives here. That's what I said. You see our global map and the GMs all over the world. So if you're not, you can maybe claim some of this Carve airdrop. There you go. Binance. That's what I'm talking about. And then we're going to end it with these bunch of loser scammers, right? These scammers, man. It's crazy. So this is a blockchain CEO, Sniper. Blockchain CEO, 50 million crypto OTC fraud allegations. And he has been dismissed. He is no longer the CEO. He's gone. But supposedly this is the world's fastest DEX. And yes, this is a self-chain. It's called self-chain. Has fired CEO Ravindra Kumar after users accused him of orchestrating a 50 million multi-month Ponzi-style OTC crypto scam. So yes, I think he was selling other people's tokens. And anyways, but yes, that's what it says in here. Today's newsletter: Self-chain ousts the CEO after allegations of involvement in 50 million crypto OTC. Paradigm invests 15 million. OKX becomes the latest crypto. Oh yeah, whatever. But yes, he's gone, man, and it really does look like he has some scheme. Lured investors through Telegram. Be careful on Telegram, everybody. With fake discounted token deals for GRT, APT, Say, Sui, Near. Oh, look at that. There's some big ones on there, right? So yeah, if he's offering big discounts, that's crazy, right? Yes.
There's an old saying: if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true, and that applies 1,000% to Telegram. So the people you see in there, like, I'm looking for a Soul wallet that's had X amount of trades on it. Send me the address. I'm gonna send you stuff. Like, they don't even fall for it. Like, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Like, it's pretty simple. But this is funny because I read a story over the weekend about a 19-year-old got released on bail for a multi-million-dollar Bitcoin scheme, and like 8 days later, he was picked up by the feds again for another scheme of $2 million. It's like, bro didn't learn his lesson, or he was trying to come up with enough money real quick to, like,
pay the other one off
or something. I don't know. It was funny. It's like, bro, did you not learn your lesson?
Well, it goes along exactly what you're saying, because that's how we're ending it, Sniper. There's another one. This is Zach XBT. He's the internet sleuth. I'm not mean little, but he's a big internet sleuth around all crypto, and he solves a lot of these things, right? And he's on to this one, which is an investigation into how the New York-based social engineering scammer Day 2 / Pause on Hips Christian Nieves stole 4 million plus from Coinbase users by impersonating customer support, and all he's done is bought luxury goods and lost most of it gambling in casinos. Yes, stupid, man.
This one has been very, very annoying to me. So I don't know if people know it. If you've got a Coinbase account and you get all these freaking messages and it's funny because it's like overseas numbers, like we have zip codes over here, and this thing will be like 20 digits long, like it's an overseas number, but it's like saying, hey, you've had a transaction in your Coinbase account. If this was not you, hit this up. And I was like, what the heck? Because this was happening to my wife, me, my mother-in-law, like pretty much everybody that I had onboarded in Coinbase. And then come to find out there was a data breach over there, and they just got everybody's information. So it's like, man, this sucks. Like, dude, y'all got to clean this crap up, and tighten up. Because this, dude, I get them every day.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you didn't know. Like I said, I think we did it Friday, but all Google, like everybody lost all of their data, right? Everybody got hacked. I think it was Friday or Thursday, and you're talking about anyone, right? On Google, anyone with Microsoft, anybody with Facebook, all the big tech, they lost everything, right? So yes, you just got to be on the lookout. I look at that stuff, and I know some of y'all maybe don't look at it, but when you see the sender and you hover over their name and it's got x92789 at gmail.com or whatever, right? Just do some investigating, right? I didn't know. I mean, I don't think I told everybody, but Friday I did. Somebody tried to scam me, right? But I mean, it was ridiculous, right? I was on something like Coin Telegraph. I was just researching, like I've been doing for the show, right? And immediately pops up, and it's a pop-up, right? So that pops up in front of me. Hey, you're selected. Coin Telegraph is doing an airdrop. You just won $5,000, right? Connect your wallet, right? But if you weren't aware, you would think that was from Coin Telegraph because it just popped up in front of my screen. But again, I know how some of this stuff is with marketing and all that, anyways. But that's crazy, man, right? I mean, it would have been gone. It asked me to connect my wallet. I mean, I clicked it because I don't have my wallets on this one anyway. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I just was investigating. I right-clicked. I looked at all the coding. I think I found where it was from, right? So that's what I'm saying. I don't mind, taking a look around myself. But
I think I'm creating a new rule. If there's free money on the table, I'm taking a 15-minute break, and then I'm gonna come back and see if that free money's still sitting there. Right. Because the abstract, the main X account actually got hacked last week as well, and they were putting out malicious links. Thankfully, it's still a pretty small chain, so it's kind of like an echo chamber a little over there. So a lot of the people you follow instantly start posting it out. Everybody on Telegram and Discord start posting, not to mess with it. So it got debunked, and I don't think that many people, got ripped off on it. But always take a minute and just back up and be like, all right, I'm just going to take a few minutes and make sure this is legit, because 99% of the time, it's not going to be legit.
It isn't. It isn't, right? Hey, and while I'm doing this, I'll finish up. Do you want to put? I don't see the phone up. It might have went off.
I'm ready to go.
Huh?
I got you.
Okay. But yes, this is again Zach's XBT. Day 2 is the guy's name, is his handle. And like I said, he also goes by this Paul's on Hips. But yes, his group primarily coerced targets into setting up a Coinbase wallet with a compromised seed and phishing sites. So, yeah, I mean, you kind of got to be a little unaware of what's going on in here to be doing something, setting up, seed wallet with it, whatever, right? But yes, it doesn't matter. It's still, he's a criminal, right? So, November 2024, $240,000 was stolen from an elderly victim with day 2's worker paranoia justice. So he had other people working together with him too. Right. I'm not playing some of these videos because, again, this guy's a little, got foul mouth and just ridiculous and stuff too. So yeah, he went and traced the theft, and that's what I like. Like I said, XBT is pretty awesome. He does track everything. You can't follow where it all goes, but he does. He's on it, right? So this is this goofball even had his face on camera. So I mean, this guy's probably definitely going to jail, right? That's him. So it's kind of ridiculous, but man, I mean, you would think that these people are smart, and it doesn't look like he's very smart, right? So I'm gonna ramp it up there. I see you got the thing going. You want to battle in the chatricity, yeah?
Yeah, we'll go over chatricity.
It's Monster Monday.
Monster Monday.
Monster Monday. There we go. Monster Monday. Let me put on some. Let's put on some battle music. All right.
See what we got going on.
Yeah, we're battling now, everybody. Now we're forming mob. Got some mob.
We got 10 battling in the Web3 Wise guys right now. We got 3 signed up to battle on Chatricity.
All right, I'll tell them. I'll post over there.
Speaking of farming, we're farming. This is farming.
It is farming.
It's tapping.
All right. Tetris. Woo! All right. It's just you.
This shows it's just me.
It doesn't make sense because it's not.
I'm going in the trenches by myself.
It says it's just me too. But anyways, at least you can see the tapping.
Maybe the devs are Devin.
The devs are Devin, bro. Yes. It's just me battling. But all good. There's a bunch of us usually. It is battling. Usually around 20 of us. But that's it. That's what we do. Tapping. Tap and earn. Well, I guess we're not going to be able to get the points then, huh? Oh, there they go. I just saw people. I saw people pop in. There we go. But that's good. Hey, when we're done, well, it doesn't. I mean, I won't say it, but yeah, when you stop streaming, I want to know what the points you get compared to what points I got. I want to see if there's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we'll compare. I didn't know you had to hit the start button.
That's what I was trying to tell.
I went and checked it, and I was like, I mean, it was showing the screen and everything, so I thought it was streaming. And then
And you should refresh. So you'll hit the start, and I'm just saying, you'll hit the start streaming, and then give it 10 seconds, and then there's a button in the middle of the screen.
Yep.
And refresh it. Yeah.
I got you. Well, see, I hit the refresh button when we started the show, and it pulled the screen up, so I thought we were streaming. I was like, yeah, it started on this on, let's go. But then I went and checked on it just to see if there's any comments, and I was like, what's the start stream button for? I was like, there's the start button.
He said, what's the start streaming button for?
So I lost about 10 minutes, but hey, we'll see. We'll compare the rest. Yep.
Yeah, we will see. I like it. But at least, like I said, it's just figuring it out, man.
I've attended a lot of spaces on the XP with Finn talking and Eli, a lot of the bigger people in Abstract. And streaming does give you XP. The biggest metrics right now is playing the games
while streaming.
Well, I guess that's a good way to get double XP, and I guess that's why a lot of people stream themselves playing games, you know. But the biggest multiplier seems to be holding meme tokens. So holding meme tokens in NFTs seems to be where a lot of people are getting a lot of XP, which doesn't seem fair because you got a bunch of whales that are holding hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're getting hundreds of thousands of XP every week, but they said they're working on it. They're going to balance the system out. So maybe creators will start getting a bigger bump, you know?
Yeah. No, that's cool, though. Like I said, though, but keeping it on that abstract chain. That's what you said is like a big... Okay. Yeah, man. Oh, look at me. Oh, look. Why? Huh.
You gonna make the podium? You gonna be on the podium?
I might be on the podium, man. What's funny is that on mine it says I'm the leader. Oh look, Bird. What are you talking about? Here we go.
Well, that's what my phone says. Well, I guess this is the official.
Well, I'm gonna I'll go back to Web3 Wise Guys. We'll do a job.
I'm gonna do a job.
Job.
So that's what we do with mob. We farm points.
Farming points.
Farm our mob with tapping, and then when we're tapping and earning mob, that channel also earns mob. So you can see that the balance of the channel is there, and he's gonna run a job. It gives us the opportunity also to earn mob. So let's go. Looking for a job.
Yep. Several ways to play this game, and it's great. New job. Oh, wait. Oh, man. I don't even have the link. Hold on. Uh-oh. What do I go over there first? Yeah, I'll go there first. There we go.
Frictions dead when the purpose wins. Each emoji's a vote, each gift a stake. We design the trend that the masses take. False growth, fast strategy.
There we go. Everybody, thanks for battling too. Got that treasury up. What I'm talking about. So let's get it going here then. Oh no, 35. Add more mob. Every micro task fuels macro moves when the mob coordinates, nothing to lose. Power taps, money maps, chain commands. We flip feeds. There we go. Jobs up. Pay now. Digitally direct, tap with intent, raid with respect. MOBFI rewrote the motion. Some job. Go. There we go. All right. World War III is canceled.
You have to bring me back up. I hit the wrong button.
Oh yeah? Oh.
There we go. I'll start from the beginning. Go to work.
Work.
Ceasefire. What I'm putting. The ceasefire.
Ceasefire.
I did not like my ceasefire, Ray. I got locked.
Oh.
But
that's great.
ceasefire pieced them off.
Well, you're kind of what's going on.
I don't know.
Can we bring it down?
No, let's show everybody how to do this. So if you get this, what you have to do is you have to solve this puzzle because they want to make sure you're notified. I have to guide this guy in the right seat. We're looking for the hot air balloons and seat K. We should be there. Line them up. We're good. Hit submit. I've proven I'm a human. Continue to. Not how I did double that.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
I know.
Is that Lord Paxman?
That's why you don't want to mess with the Web3 wise guys. Try to take them out where they're live streaming on the show.
Look at that. I like that. The whole thing. Great job, Lord Paxman. Ceasefire. Oh, look. Yeah.
That's
He
what
did the hand signal. He did the hand signal. Look at that. That's great.
They locked me up for that.
Oh, that's what they locked you up. Look at that. Diamond Penguin. Penguin Diamond.
why Bitcoin could be your ultimate lifeboat.
Ultimate lifeboat. Yes. Peace on earth, my crypto ventures. Yes. I agree. Here's Sir Francis. Thank you, Honey Radio. Sid. What is that? Cash, what do you got there? Oh, he's in the water. I get it. My bad. I didn't know he's doing
I was wondering too. I was like, what do you do on Mondays? Maybe we should start hanging out with you.
Yeah. Tim's having a good old time. There you go. Jim, thank you. Oh, everybody. Good stuff. Thank you.
There it is.
Thanks.
The winning continues.
Yeah.
That's a confident dance right there.
That is, yeah, you gotta be pretty confident.
I'm gonna start doing that at the weddings.
There you go.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. Oh, wait. Oh, we're a little ways away. All right. I just barely got mine out there.
Let's go. Finish the job. Nobody gets the mob if you don't finish the job. I ran a 3 milli over the weekend that didn't get completed. Man.
3 million?
3 milli. Yeah. That's a hard flush. That's a hard flush down the toilet. Flush that much mob.
Well, you don't waste it. It doesn't go back?
No, it doesn't go back. It's gone. If the job doesn't get completed, it does not get recycled. It is gone.
Well, I did not. Oh, wow! I did not know that.
As far as I know, you'd have to check the channel balance. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that if the job does not get complete, because it got submitted to the bot to giveaway, and if it doesn't get completed, it's gone in space.
Yeah. Well, who's that guy? Where's that bot? Awesome stuff, though. Like, that's good. I'm glad you said something like that. That's good.
But we don't have to worry about it because we got the job completed.
Oh, we
now we're gonna go claim.
Great job, everybody. Great job.
Go claim all that mob.
Great job. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a payday. Claim my payday. I'm gonna do my daily task.
There you go.
Get 5,000 bonus just for showing up for the daily task.
And
then this is where the magic happens. You boost the channel. We're going to boost the Web3 Wise Guy Telegram channel. We're going to purchase one rocket and get 50 lightning bolts and one blue bolt. And that one blue bolt, that's money, Ray.
That is money.
That is money. It's literally money.
That is currency. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing because you get the access to pools.
Yes.
With that bolt.
Yes. If you don't have bolts, you can't go to the pool.
It's like the key card, the HOA key card to the pool.
It's like the HOA key card. No bolts, no pool. No bolts, no pool.
So what does a pool look like? Let's go see. There's a pool right there, Gentic Spark. $10,000 in that pool, Ray.
$10,000 just waiting to be claimed.
Look how many times I swapped my key card. I got 200 spots in that.
You did. You used baller.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's a pool party. That is a pool party.
That is absolutely a pool party. $10,000 sitting right there. I love it. This is an awesome game, man.
We'll go back and check that. I haven't checked it in a few days. How close were you to getting it closed out? Oh, we're under 2,000. We got 1,782 spots remaining on the $10,000 pool.
Wow. That's something.
We got 44 friends in that pool. That's a big pool.
That is a big pool. Yeah. It's beautiful. Right on, Sniper. Great stuff, everybody. Let me see here.
Let's go.
Exactly, Sniper. We feel the pain of incomplete jobs. Good call. So there you know. My crypto veg, she knows. So, and then here we go. Join the mob battle buddies, MBBs. Mornings, Eastern, usually around 7-ish. Sometimes much earlier.
7-ish. I call rubbish on your 7-ish. Just more like 6-ish.
6-ish.
Yeah. They start early.
Let's battle, have fun, and earn together. Because it does. It makes fun. It makes a difference. Battling with friends. You got to have friends.
Well, you get the battle bonus. You get the buddy bonus.
Buddy bonus.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody likes the buddy bonus. Yes. Let me bring it down. Great stuff on this Monday. The world's at peace. We love it. Great to hear. Thanks everybody for joining us Monday.
You can go to sleep on your bags and not have to worry. Your bags are set.
You should. Well, I don't want to say that because I don't want to put up the financial banner, but you should be taking advantage of these times. You're going to look back. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy, everybody. And it is. You're going to look back and be like, man, wow. It was so $100,000. It was only $100,000, man. Yes, crazy, right? Because the whole world. I mean, everybody's doing it. I mean, talking about from nations, businesses, states, everything. But yes, thank you for joining us, Sniper. Crazy, good times, good stuff, and welcome, Abstract Streamer. Good stuff. Right on.
Go Abstract.
Go Abstract. Yes. But we will see you tomorrow. Taco Tuesday. Battling in tacos tomorrow, all day. Hanging out Taco Queen, doing some jobs, right? Good stuff. But thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll see you, and have a great one. Happy Monday. Monster Mondays.
I spawned from the trenches, lurking in threads. Timeline tied full of talking cabal heads. Found one job, watched the algo spark. One quote, tweet mob, crushed it out of the park. No borrow hype, just a digital grid. Turned dopamine pings to a proof of commit. Respect isn't noise, it's a hidden key. Paid mine in silence, now the gate swings free. Bolts loaded, vision encoded. Every meme dropped, the narratives bolted. Top slide hitter on the daily scroll. Mob chants loud while the numbers roll. Click, code, cash, that's my decree. Rate, rise, rinse, mob's economy. Tweets, ignite, charts, a beta plan. Tap once, feel the flash, chain commands. Click, code, cash, that's my decree. Rate, rise, rinse, mob's economy. Tweets, ignite, charts, a beta plan. Tap once, feel the flash, chain commands.